Hello, my dear Virgos. This is Jamie Dawn, your professional psychic advisor, and I'm bringing to you your Saturn sitting in your fifth house in Capricorn for the next 2.5 years. And I want to offer an opportunity of awareness and empowerment that you can use some of the shadow and the light side to Saturn sitting in Capricorn in that fifth house for you. Now, one of the things that Virgos you may be experiencing is this restriction towards self-realization, this restriction of creativity even. You may feel with Saturn sitting there that some of your creative thought processes and creative expression is blocked. However, it's also an opportunity to realize if you feel creatively blocked, that maybe there's something here on a deeper level of self-realization and self-actualization that can happen. And that what you will learn is that through vulnerability, through a willingness to allow yourself to get into a more childlike place is where your creative expression starts to come up and out. So if you do feel creatively blocked, your job, if you will, with Saturn sitting there in Capricorn, that fifth house, is to go play. Go find the inner child. Yes, Virgos, you have permission for the next 2.5 years to play as hard as you work. And you have to watch out for that critical mind that could come in and say, well, I should be doing this and I don't have my list. I'll tell you what, Virgo, for the first time in your life, if ever, maybe this is a great time to give up that list. If it doesn't, unless it's a list of how I'm going to play, because what you'll find is that some of the rewards that Saturn can give you sitting here is it will offer a chance to make a list of all the things you want to play and you turn it into something useful, because Saturn wants to create form out of everything that it touches. And so, and Saturn's shadow side of that fearfulness and that judgment that can come in is actually able to be overcome or pushed through for you if you're willing to play. And also, the playfulness comes through anything creative. So if you want to take on an art form, or if you are working with children, or maybe you needed a pet, this is a great way to play, right? If you're not quite sure and you feel that block or that restrictiveness around creativity, go out and play with the kids or with the animals, or go volunteer at a place, because I know, Virgo, you love to be of service to others. So go be of service, but let it be playful for you instead of a drudgery. That's going to help you as well. You will also find that Saturn could restrict you a little bit in the area of romance. However, that restriction is simply a challenge to see if you can think a little differently, that maybe you can be more playful even in your romantic field. So be more playful in the bedroom, be more playful when it comes to dating, maybe be more creative, think out of the box in a way that you wouldn't normally go about approaching somebody. If you're that Virgo who tends to wait for someone to approach you, Saturn's gonna say, hey, why don't you approach them first? And do it in a way that maybe invites them to go to a movie or goes to whatever your sense of play might be. It could also be that you do, I love those wine and design where you paint and design something and you drink your wine and all that. Go do something like that. It's creative, it's fun, and it can be a date. So, Virgo, Saturn sitting in that fifth house is not necessarily going to be the serious tone in your creative field and in your life. It actually can give you many opportunities and permission to get out and play more. Because remember, Saturn needs to achieve things. You want to achieve something in your personal relationships, in your creative expression, in your sense of self and self-worth and your actualization. Like, you know what? I'm worthy. I can do this. And I can be of service to others. Saturn is a perfect placement for that. So use it well. Remember, Saturn rules time. Take your time. those relationships, those feelings of playfulness and fun and all of that in order to accomplish something may just take some time. And that's all you have, which is great. All right. I love to talk to you more. If you need me, you can find me, jamiedawn.com. Take care.